Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Vacant Hour Podcast. My name is Dylan. Welcome the lovely Vanessa.
Hello.
Why it took you so long to say hi for that one? It is week 2 of the first week of you having Animal Crossing, and you're still addicted.
Yeah.
I think it's been like 4 days.
Yeah, I'm determined to be the best mayor.
The best mayor? Like, are you trying to be better than your friends?
No, I just want to be a good mayor. I care about the town of Dab Boy.
Yeah. Your town's called Dab Boy. Tell us about the town. Like, what are you making that's better than anything else?
I'm gonna add more bridges.
More bridges? Isn't there only one?
You could add 2 more bridges. Yeah, there's only 1 bridge.
Yeah, that's happening. She's been pretty addicted to Animal Crossing. I've been super addicted to Skyrim on the Switch. Yeah, it's good. We've done a couple attempts at recording with an Elgato on the Switch, and it's been pretty disastrous, some of it is.
Yeah, half the time he wasn't recording.
Well, okay.
The first time he didn't press the record button.
Yeah, so we did a recording that you probably will have already seen. Is the us playing Mario Kart, and we played forever, and we had so many good jokes. It was so funny, and then I realized I didn't hit the commentary button on the Elgato, so it recorded all of the video game, but none of the audio.
Yeah.
And then I did hit record on the commentary, and it still didn't record for some odd reason. And I messed around with it, and I think on the 3rd attempt we got it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the 3rd one, which I was already pretty pissed off and tired. I've had a couple issues with that thing, with the Skyrim. So I don't know if anybody can give me any advice on this, if anybody watches this. But I had a problem with it where I recorded the Skyrim video that you guys probably saw, which was pretty shitty quality, and I kind of want to do like a revamp of it. I recorded on the Elgato, and then when I got it into my problem was at first it wouldn't go into my editing software because it kept making it crash for some odd reason. I still haven't figured it out. So I tried a free version of a Cyberlink Power Director 17, and I got it in, but all the audio was fucked up in the middle and the end. At the start of it was fine, but I had to manually sync everything, and a lot of the good jokes got cut out because we had a lot of static and weird shit. And then it left a watermark that I tried covering up, and when I rendered it, for some reason it cut it off at the last 3 minutes of the video. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave it how it is, because we did make some good jokes in there.
Yeah. I feel like you cut out a lot of potential.
Well, I cut out a lot because a lot of it was super glitchy, and I couldn't manually sync it because you can't tell when you're swinging. And another thing that it was fucking up is we had the TV too loud, so it would pick up on some of the game audio. So it would confuse the shit out of me when you were swinging. I'm like, is that game audio or what's happening here?
Yeah. So we should have had the TV off.
Yeah, or wore headphones, but
just the TV off.
What do you mean?
So we couldn't see what we were
Yeah,
playing.
exactly. No, that would have been we could have watched the recording. The preview on a really tiny screen.
Yeah.
You would have enjoyed that. It's not like you were already pretty pro.
My eyes.
You were already pretty pro when we were playing.
Yeah. I've been playing Skyrim for years now.
No, that was her first time playing Skyrim ever.
It was probably my 1,000th time. I'm really great at what's it called?
What?
Skyrim.
So you forgot the name? It says the one who's been playing forever.
Yeah,
what were you gonna call it? Star?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Star 69.
StarCraft.
Have you ever played StarCraft?
No, I didn't know it was a game.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're joking.
Nope.
You just said that randomly. You didn't know that was a game.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And then we tried playing Mario. Yeah, that was a disaster too, but we did get it.
We've also been eating vegan.
Oh, yeah. Let's tell about our diet lately.
Yeah, it's really yummy. We have been eating the vegan chicken strips, the meatless, the non-meat.
Yeah, the non-meat, the whatever.
I don't know what they're called. I think they're the Garden.
The mystery meat.
They're like they're the Garden brand, and they also have like this Mandarin chicken, but it's obviously not chicken, but it's pretty amazing.
It's pretty easy to make too. All you do is pour like a little bit of cooking oil in the pan, and you kind of fry it up. I think there's a way you can make it in the oven too, but when you get it to where they're nice and crispy, you just throw the sauce after you warm it up into the pan, and it starts caramelizing and gets all nice and thick, and it's really good.
It's a really good and fast meal to just like cook up and then like maybe add rice and then just go ahead and go.
Whatever, man. Like, you probably put that shit in like a salad or something. It'd be delicious.
Yeah. The chicken strips are really tasty. I know for a while we were eating the corn chicken strips, which aren't as great as
corn?
The Garden chicken strips. They're like different brands.
Oh, I see.
The corn meat, like the kind of that you cook up and can like make in spaghetti and all that yummy stuff.
Yeah,
it's really good. I kind of want to try it to make a taco recipe out of it. Just haven't gotten around to doing it.
You mean me, since you don't cook?
Yeah, but how can you mess up a vegan? First of all, I cooked that spaghetti the first time.
Yeah, what spaghetti the first time?
Anyways, there's meatballs in there that we have yet to try. I have never thought that I would become vegan. I always wanted to, but I didn't know what was good out there. Obviously, no vegans just living off chicken strips and Mandarin. I think there's healthier stuff. But for right now, I think it's pretty good, especially because we are pretty lazy right now.
Yeah,
so anything fast and easy and semi-healthy to make is like golden, because we were eating fast food every single day.
Well, I can't.
Also, it saves money.
I will never claim to be vegan. Like, I like meat too much. I honestly like the vegetarian stuff, and I'd never tried it before.
Yeah.
I tried a couple things, but they were really gross, like vegetarian hot dogs and this weird chicken sandwich, which was
See, I
gross.
think I could if I can find as much good alternative. Actually, never mind, because I really like sushi.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah,
there's
I don't think I can.
Presbyterians or whatever who eat fish.
Yeah, probably that. I don't know. I like eating the meatless, the non-meatless. I think it's like tofu stuff, just because I have the. I don't know if any of you guys out there have like when you're chewing chicken or whatever, and you like crunch something that you're like, why is this crunchy? And you spit it out. That's me, and you're just, with the vegan stuff, it's like just chew straight through, and it's really yummy. Yum yum yum. What?
I was just looking up because I was like, is it bad to eat fish? But apparently they don't. Because I was like, they don't feel pain, do they? But they don't have the neurological physique to feel pain.
Me and Dylan love sushi. Like, if there's anything that we could live off of, it'd be sushi.
I want to be Japanese. One of my biggest...
Like, when we go out to eat sushi, I don't think you guys understand. It's eat,
so
like,
gross.
The Spirited Away. Like, even, like, Naruto, when he's eating ramen and he's stuffing his cheeks, that's how we are with sushi. Right away, when it comes to the table, it's in our bellies.
Yeah, like, the hostess will come back, like, 2 minutes later and be like, oh... You want the check? We'll order like 3 or 4 rolls, and it'll be gone in like an instant. It's so good.
I just wish it wasn't so expensive, but it's.
I know.
So good.
4 rolls is like almost $60.
Yeah.
It's wild, man.
I love sushi so much.
Yeah, I do too. I wish I lived in. Do you think it's cheaper in Japan?
I don't know.
You don't know. When you went, you didn't.
I wasn't. My mom was paying.
Yeah,
my mom took me to Japan. I didn't have a job then, just because my mom made me a deal. Obviously, when you're straight out of high school, the thing is, with most kids, this is most cases, it's like, if you go to school, you don't have to get a job. And I went to college, and then later it got too hard because then my brother had to mess everything up for me, so then we both had to get a job. But it's been great to have my own money. And then October 4th, I'm going to be in Europe till the 15th. That's going to be a fun time. I'm so excited. I am still getting everything together, like, outfit-wise. I feel like girls care more about that than boys do. Because I feel like when you packed, it was so easy. But me, I'm like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to, what's my makeup going to look these next few days?
That's so weird, that whole thing. Because, like, me, I was just like, dude, I can't wait to get there. Like, all I could think about was being there. Like, not about me ever. Like, what I packed was that backpack that, what was that? It was a climbing backpack for, like, climbing rope and stuff. But it was a pretty big backpack. And I just packed 5 outfits and an extra pair of shoes and some socks and underwear, and we went off. I wanted to keep it light because of all the souvenirs I wanted to buy, which I did buy a lot of souvenirs.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited. This will be my second time going out of country. I went to Japan first, and now I'm going to Scotland, Paris, and London, and I'm very excited for that. I am going to miss Dylan a lot. We've been together, like,
every day.
Since he got back from... Actually, since you moved in, is when we've then started to be together every single day. But it's been fun. I never get bored. Like, today, we were laughing, like, so much.
We were playing Mario Kart again on the couch on the Switch, and...
I was, like, crying.
She was laughing so hard, and I had no clue what she was even laughing about.
I could not get out what I wanted to say just because it was so
Yeah,
funny.
and I was so confused.
And then when I said it wasn't even funny anymore, but I was still laughing.
Yeah, I didn't even laugh. I was just like, what the fuck?
It's just, I have the giggles today. I don't know why. It's probably because I didn't really get that much sleep.
Do you want to tell everybody about my dream?
Oh, okay. So last night, I was in bed watching a Game Grumps video.
And I was totally knocked out, by the way. I was dead asleep.
And if you watch Game Grumps, I'm just going to throw out the video. It's the 10-minute power hour where they're in the escape room. And I think Danny says, you skank, or you slut, or something like that. And Dylan just starts
skank.
laughing.
It was skank.
Yeah, Dylan starts laughing. And I was like, is he asleep? And he is asleep. And I'm waking him up. I'm like, Dylan, what? And then he's like describing to me what happened. He's like, in my dreams, someone in the office said, you skank. And I was like, what? No, Dylan, that was my video.
So I want to describe the dream just for everybody to understand. So I was having a dream. I don't know what it was about. Obviously, I don't remember. I was in an office or something. And there was an argument going on, but her video, my brain synced their lips up, like whatever her video said, everything got synced in what the people were talking to each other about. Mm-hmm. And I was like standing there while this argument was going on, watching, and then all I hear is, you skank. And I don't know why I thought it was so goddamn funny, but I laughed so hard, I was like in tears. But my laughter woke me up.
I was, like, so scared. Like, imagine just, like, laying with someone and they just start laughing in their sleep.
That shit was so funny.
That was me.
That was good. I don't know what was so goddamn funny about it, but, man, I laughed so hard. I just remember waking up to you going, Dylan, you're scaring me.
Yeah, because I was like, why are you laughing? Tell me. And you would just keep laughing. And I'm like, wake up.
I had to have a good laugh, man.
Yeah.
Shit, that was so goddamn funny. That was good.
It was pretty funny.
I need to stop with my sleep talking.
Yeah, you talk a lot in your sleep. And then you'll say no when I try to move you.
No?
And I'm like, yeah, because you're all the way on my side of the bed. He like sleeps where he only likes to be in the middle of the bed and take up all the room. So then I'm like either against the wall or I have to get out of the room and like sit somewhere else.
I'm a fucking big boy. I gotta have all that room to stretch.
I'm like, boy.
I know. I remember you'll wake me up in the middle of the night and you'll push me and you'll be like, Dylan, move back. And like I'll wake up and I'll have you like shoved up against the wall.
Yeah, I know. I'm like trying to sleep. And then I'm like, but I want to cuddle. And I'm like, now you want to cuddle? Move. And then we'll cuddle. You obviously don't. You just woke up and now you're realizing.
I'm angry in my sleep. I just want things to be a particular way.
You want the whole bed?
Yeah.
It's a huge bed.
You just need to learn to levitate above.
No. You need to learn to stay on your own side.
Need to build like a pillow fort in between the two of us.
I know.
That's just so funny, man. I'm so weird. I never used to talk in my sleep. I mean, I used to rap in my sleep, which is cool, but my friend Daniel has a recording of me rapping, like going king kong king in the middle of the night, and it was so fucking funny.
What the heck?
I wish he still had that. I don't know what that was about because we never watched King Kong that night.
I never talk in my sleep. I've never talked in my sleep that I know of.
You fucking jump. You like vibrate.
Yeah. No, I like flinch a lot in my sleep.
I did that last night too.
Yeah,
I remember doing
did.
that and waking myself up.
I was like, what happened? And you're like, I was falling or something like that. And I was like, okay.
I give you the short and sweet, simple like explanation just so I can go back to bed.
I'm like, what? What's happening?
Something. Just leave it alone.
Or you'll just be like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, you do. Tell me. Give me that tea.
This is so funny, man. Yeah, it's so weird, man. I actually, no, I've never, I don't know. I wonder what that's about. Like, why do I, like, sleep talk? Is that, like, a mental thing? Is that, like, am I too stressed out? Should I get my head removed with, like, an axe? Or what do you think I should do?
Just get rid of it.
It's entertaining, though, is the thing. I get that you get pissed off because you're trying to sleep, but goddamn, it's funny to talk about afterwards.
I'm like, why are you up right now scramming?
I know. I'm like, ah! What happens when that shit happens? Like, just I wake up in the middle and I go, ah!
That's when I start beating you.
You just start beating my ass. Shut the fuck up!
Take the pillow over your face.
I'm like kicking and screaming. You're like, this is for your own good.
This is for both of us. Now we'll get good sleep.
You'll get that forever nap. You won't get woken up anymore by your dreams.
Good night, my sweet.
You hit me with a brick. It says Supreme on it.
Oh my god.
That hype beast shit makes me laugh too.
Another thing. So everyone's into Shane Dawson's video.
Hype beast.
Into his series because they're really good. They're really well put together and they're very interesting. Like he makes them. Like every episode, like when it ends, I'm like ready for the next episode. Yeah. Like what is gonna happen next? When he announced he was doing Jake Paul, I wasn't too happy about it just because, and I feel like this was most of everybody's reactions because Jake Paul and Logan Paul have had so much, like within the past year, right?
2017 was the worst year.
Yeah, with them, and I'm so tired of hearing about them. But I did give it a chance, and I watched the first episode of the series, which is out, and then Thursday, because we're recording this Wednesday, another episode should be out. But I like the way he's doing it. I like how he's really trying to understand why he's doing these things, which I respect now that I kind of know where he's going with the series, where he's taking it, because I didn't want him to just be like, well, he's a good guy after all. Like, they're not. Both the Logan Paul brothers. I say brothers so much. Brothers are just not.
They're fucking wild.
Yeah, they're so disrespectful. Everything that they do is very like harmful. Jake has like bullied people allegedly, but also like has bullied people because he has videos of it. You know, like vlogs for the vlog, right?
Well, some of that shit that like he threw out on the table in that video, I was like, God damn, I didn't even know this, because I heard about Logan Paul, but I was never like on the train.
It's Jake Paul.
Oh, whatever, the same guy.
They're both the same.
They're the same person. One's a little bit older, but I just never heard about them very much. I heard about them, but I never
I've never seen one of their videos, but every time something happens, it's like Logan Paul filmed a dead body. Jake Paul was
shit on a child.
was terrorizing his neighbors, you know, and I'm like, why are these young boys, and why do they have a following? Mostly that's what I want to understand. Why do these young kids see these like old people, like they're pretty old, acting this way? So childish.
Well, I understand, because like as a kid, and I'm just saying for like, I think for the girl aspect, they're kind of
They like them. They're like, oh, a cute boy.
Yeah, cute boy.
But
even though they're really not that.
If you
like,
get down to it, no. Even if I was a kid and a little girl, I would see them and be like, that's childish. Yeah, but I don't think you should be throwing garbage everywhere. I don't think you should be filming a dead body. I don't find that stuff funny, and I don't find that stuff attractive.
Yeah, but the new gen of children are pretty. Have you met a child? They're fucking awful.
Like when I went to Japan. Like, acting a fool. That made me so angry.
Well, I know.
Because Japanese people.
Japan people.
I know, I don't know why. Japanese people are very respectful, and they don't like to touch anybody else's things but their own. You know, they kind of keep to themselves. And then Logan Paul just goes and starts throwing things on people's cars and just like yelling and acting a fool, and I'm like, why?
Well, and the sad thing about
if you're in another country, you should be respectful of that country and follow what their beliefs.
But don't infringe on their like privacy and beliefs and stuff,
and not like trample all over.
And the sad shit about Japan is that all those people, because how polite they're
so nice.
Yeah, how polite they are. Even if you're doing something to piss them off, they won't say anything or be rude to you because that's just the way they are, which sucks because here in the US, if you're doing some dumb shit, someone will be like, "Hey, fuck you."
Yeah, someone will beat your ass.
Yeah, but they don't get that there. And
but when I travel, which I've only traveled once, I try to make sure that I am as respectful as I can be and try to follow the rules because I'm in their country. I should represent, good characteristics from, United States.
I will admit that when I did go to Europe, I did act a fool a couple times. Not like to that degree. Like one time, so me and my best friend, his aunt and uncle went, and my best friend, his uncle, and I were all about doing the game, what is that shit? What are the odds? Where you have to pick a number in between 1 and 10, 1 and 5, between two people. And if you say the same number, the person who got dared to do that has to do it. And one of them was we were in Pompeii, and they have like a coliseum in the middle of the city. And I was like, what are the odds you go up there and do a musical number? And he went up in the middle with there are hundreds of people in here sitting on the steps, and he went in the middle and did the "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal." No, actually, the way it went is he dared me to go out there and do something, and I turned around and introduced him to do a bait and switch, and he's like, "Oh shit, he got me!" So he had to go in and do it.
See, I'm too shy and too polite to do anything of the sorts. I just am. I like to be as respectful as I can be because I would like to receive the same respect I give to someone else, Like, I don't want someone acting a fool near me. I don't want someone touching my things. I don't want, someone yelling in my face. So I try to be,
Yeah, I never did anything like that infringed on people's, bubble. I did things that were entertaining for other people to watch. I never did anything harmful or weird or disrespectful. I wasn't going up to the statues and jacking them off or some shit in the Vatican. I enjoyed it. I made a couple jokes about small penises.
That's how we're different. When I'm in a place of art or somewhere sacred to whatever ground I'm at, I just like to take it all in. I like to be there. I don't like to be messing around. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's my thing is I just like to, Because when I went to the Great Buddha in Japan, I was kind of awestruck, this huge, Buddha built. And I, sat with it. I just took it all in. Then we went to the beach. Then I got yelled at by a German lady. So it was a great day, but yeah.
I make time to take it all in. I really do enjoy the art. I really like the architecture of Rome. The first day we walked 20 miles and there was no messing around. But when we were in that city for 3 to 4 days, we'd pretty much seen everything after the second day. And so that's when kind of the joking kind of jumps in. When we were in the Vatican, that was a little bit different because I did enjoy a lot of the art, but I did try to make some time to like, because you see enough statues with their penises broken off, like you're like,
Yeah. But also you were with a friend,
yeah.
and I feel like that.
Your mom and you aren't really the jovial type when it comes to that stuff.
No, she is very respectful. I mean, we do joke around, but we joke around more like, you know, in between times, like where you're going somewhere, we'll joke around. But then when we're at the place, we're like, okay, we're taking this all in. We're, you know, trying to find whatever else there is to do. But I feel like maybe it would be different if I had a friend go with me, or if I had you go with me. I think, you know,
I'd embarrass you.
I would be very embarrassed. No, this time I'm very excited though to go to Europe, just because I don't know. I've always wanted to go to London for some reason, and many of you might think, why London? Like London's so shit. Like I've heard that sometimes, but
apparently it smells like pee.
Well, that's great. No, I just like, I don't know. I've always wanted to go there. It's just a place I want to go, and now I'm gonna finally get to do it. And maybe sit in a pub and have a drink. I'm not 21 yet. I will be 21 in December, but I can drink there, and I don't like drinking. No, I don't like drinking that much, but I do want to have like one drink and, you know, just sit in a little pub
on the street, drink some tea
out in the street. No, I'm hoping to go to Disneyland Paris. I know it's very small, but I'm hoping to go there. We're also gonna go, obviously, see the Eiffel Tower. We're gonna go to the Big Ben. We're gonna go to the London Eye. We're going to...
Oh, there's an eye in Paris.
I know.
You gonna go to that one?
Probably not. We're going to the Louvre. In Scotland, we're gonna see a bunch of castles and
some old shit.
Some sheep.
Damn.
Hopefully. Just kidding. No, we're going to the place where the Loch Ness Monster was, because my mom... Because, like, she always calls me Nessie or Nessa. So... You know, we're going to take a funny picture.
Wait, you're going to the place where the Loch Ness Monster is?
Yeah.
You mean Loch Ness?
That's what I said.
I know, but you said where the Loch Ness Monster is.
I said where the Loch Ness Monster was supposed to be.
In the lake. Isn't the lake called Loch Ness?
Yeah, but like where they spotted him,
supposedly.
I
see. You're going to that exact spot.
Yeah, we're going to swim out there.
You're going to do the pose, and your mom's going to take
arch my back. Stick my head up, make a little beak, and be like, the Loch Ness Monster.
And your mom's going to try and catch you with a harpoon gun.
Exactly. I'm probably going to die that trip. No. I'm very excited. I have loved traveling. I haven't been traveling in forever. Japan was really fun. I'm very excited to see a different part that I haven't seen.
Europe's a whole new beast, man.
I know, it's going to be very busy. Japan was very busy, but everyone was so quiet and fast and compact. Like, you know, like you're not like, you don't feel overwhelmed because everybody knows exactly where they're going. They're not bumping into each other. I feel like London, obviously because my mom's been, is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I love you. I can't wait for you to see the Eiffel Tower, because like pictures don't like you. It doesn't like when you talk to someone and they say, "Oh yeah, well I've seen pictures." Those people are fucking stupid, because when you're standing under the Eiffel Tower, it is like a whole new beast to take in. It is so immense. It's just insane. Like I remember when we turned that corner and saw it, I was like, damn.
What I'm not ready for is the people who are like trying to sell you stuff. Also,
just don't look at them.
I know. I try not to. And also just like making sure no one's like gonna steal something of mine, because like I'm bringing my mini Kanken along for the walks.
I never had a problem with that, but
I don't think anyone will. But I mean, you know, you can never be too sure.
But the funny thing
in Japan though, like everybody like was so respectful, did not want to touch your things. I felt like the safest.
Yeah.
And I would love to go back.
I want to go to Japan. We should just swap. Can I go to Japan and then you can go to Europe? And then we have.
What do you mean? I'm already going there.
I know, but I'm saying you go to Europe now, and I'll go to Japan alone.
I want to go to Japan again. There's so much I have not yet done in Japan that I want to go back and do.
I just want to go to
a lot.
I want to go to a car dealership in Japan just so I can look at all the cool fucking Japanese cars.
I want to go to the Studio Ghibli Museum. I didn't get to do that because every date was booked up. I didn't realize how fast you have to buy tickets in advance. So I was very sad. Another thing was the Robot Cafe. We were going to go do that, but we lost track of time and where we were, so we didn't get to go do that. I wanted to go to Kyoto and do the like walks with the monkeys. I think they're monkeys.
Monkeys scare me.
Yeah, I want to go do that. There's a whole like list of things I still want to do in Japan, but I do want to see more of what the world has to offer.
I want to go to Mexico.
Mexico's not that great.
Have you been?
No, I'm not gonna. There's very pretty parts of Mexico. I'm not, but like some of the parts are very sketch.
I need to go to Canada. Just for my family's sake.
Yeah, Canada. Only been to the airport and they were mean to me.
Well, if you were coming back, you probably talking to an American. So.
No, it was a Canadian because it was a Canadian airport.
I know, but if you're coming back from the U.S., wouldn't they have
No, Dylan is like a dip right now.
You're a dip.
He thinks everyone is just American.
Yeah, if they're mean, they're American. Canadians aren't mean.
Yes.
No.
I've talked to millions of Canadians in that airport that were mean.
Yeah.
The people at the places to cook.
It must have been French Canada.
No. Anyways, they did not sound French.
I'm Canadian.
Yeah, and you're a dick.
Wow! Okay, the truth is coming out. This is the last Vacant Hour Podcast.
Alright, we're breaking up. Breakup cast.
Oh my god, that'd be so sad.
That would be sad.
Like those two YouTubers that I don't remember the name of.
Who? Prank versus Prank.
No.
Charles and Allie.
Is that them? She they were like crying and shit, and
who?
It was really cute.
Who?
We watched a video of theirs.
Oh, Liza and David?
Yeah.
I didn't really care for them.
They were
sorry.
Cute.
That's the thesis.
Wow.
Their relationship was based on David acting out and Liza trying to get ahead because women deserve to be the best they can be.
I will not deny that.
Alright. Good.
What, were you expecting me to say something different?
No. Also, I am currently on the hunt for new outfits. I still have to look at my closet and pack.
You noticed that we were talking about Shane Dawson's video, and because of the traveling thing, it just totally spun off into totally not talking about that anymore.
Well, I'm just really excited for my trip. It feels like so close yet so far.
What, you're 8 days now?
Nope. I think 7, because I don't count this day, and I don't count the day I leave.
Damn.
7 days away from my trip. Wow, that's crazy.
Better not die. If you die or get kidnapped, I'm gonna be really sad.
No. I'm very excited, though.
No.
It's gonna be really fun. There's gonna be a lot of stories, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Hopefully you get...
Can you quit picking off your nail polish?
Hey, I just...
Why? I painted that.
I know, but it's been like 2 weeks. My toenails are painted red. She wanted to paint them, and I'm trying to get it off now, because it's been on there for way too long, and I want a different color.
Then why? No picking.
Yes! I'll just... What's wrong with picking?
Just stop. Focus on the cast.
What if I take my whole fingernail off with my knife?
No. He has this knife. Stop.
Okay.
Okay. He has this
yes,
knife.
Mom.
He has this knife that he won, and he, like, all day, that day, he, like, brought it home. He was all like, what would you say?
What do you mean?
You're like, oh, I'm gonna look at my toe.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then click the knife out.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it was like, I don't remember. Something about cleaning or something. I'm gonna go clean my toe, and I pull the knife out and pretend I'm cutting.
No, you said can I see your toes and pulled out the knife.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at your toes and then grab the knife. Yeah. He kept doing that and like pulling it out, and I'm
it's
like
why?
I
think it's called like an ATC knife or something. It's one of the ones that shoots straight out, and then you press the button again, and it shoots back in. And I won it at work, and I like it a lot. I think I have it around here somewhere.
No, don't be looking for it.
I wanna show the podcast.
They can't see.
Yeah, they can see. You guys use echolocation, so you'll be able to see.
They're like, wow, that's a nice knife. Well, write in the
Red?
comments what color. Oh, dang it. Why'd you say?
I didn't think you were going to say that shit. Oh, man.
Oh, I was going to put it to the test, but you ruined it.
Damn it. Yeah.
We could cut it out, but we're too lazy.
Yeah, I'm too lazy. I still got to edit that Mario video.
Yeah.
Which I get.
Whoa, stop. I already told you. No picking your toenails.
I have an addictive personality. I have to do something.
Talk, maybe.
Ooh. Fuck, I want the nails.
What else is going on? We still have yet to see Predator. I don't really want to see it.
I still
We're
want
going
to see
to a
it.
concert tomorrow, Thursday.
For who?
For who?
Yeah, who is it?
The Spilled Canvas and some other people. I don't know. I just agreed because I thought it'd be something fun. Because we're always up in the house. Lately, we've been up in the house because we really don't have the money to be sending. I have to save money for Europe, and Dylan has to save money for life, basically.
Damn.
Yeah. I already showed you their song.
I know, but I want to see if I can find the thing so I can see who...
But yeah, they're coming to concert.
They're coming to concert?
Yeah, they're coming to concert right now.
Yeah. We are at concert right now.
Beep beep. Look out your window, beep beep.
Who are they playing with? Let's see.
They're playing with
me.
Punchline, Selfish.
Is that the one?
Yeah, right here.
I know, but is that the marquee?
Yes, right here.
Okay. Punchline and Selfish Things.
No, Selfish Things. Punchline, Selfish Things. So if anybody knows who those are and like you're getting all wild for them,
we're seeing them.
We have no idea who those people are.
Yeah.
I know who Spilled Canvas is, but I only know one song by them because it played on the radio all the time.
Are they rock or?
Yeah, they're rock.
What about
I don't know. I don't know the other bands. Sorry, yeah, to look.
Should we do research?
No.
No.
I like.
Oh shit.
Was like I don't really want to go anymore, but I feel like it would be good for us to get out.
I know she accepts it. She's like, "Do you want to go to this?" And I'm like, "I'll go anywhere you go." And you're like, "Okay." And then when the day comes up, she's like, "I don't know."
Well, I don't know. I just like feel like I have so much more to do that I don't have time to go to a concert right now, but I'm just gonna go have a good time. Also, it's kind of weird because we're going with my mom's boyfriend.
It probably won't be that weird going to that concert with your mom's boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm really into that kind of music.
It's neither am I. It's like emo music apparently. I don't.
Yeah, the thing says emo, so I don't know what that means because the only song I've listened to by Spilled Canvas is called Our Song, if you've heard it. It doesn't really sound emo to me. But I don't know, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Maybe we find something we like.
Yeah, and then you, after that, I'm going to be lonely here at the house because you're going to be in Europe, and yeah, hopefully you get to go to Disney.
Yeah. I have been begging my mom to take me to Disneyland Paris because I went to, obviously, both parks here in America. And I've been to the one in Japan.
The two in Japan.
The two in Japan. Disneyland Sea, or...
Yeah, Sea is one
Tokyo Disney Sea and the Disneyland, you know.
The regular Disney.
Yeah. So I would really like to go. I heard the park is really small. Actually, the story behind that park, if you are interested, is it was actually failed. So
Disneyland
it was meant
Paris?
to, yeah. So they asked the Disneyland people, hold on.
The Disneyland
Yeah,
people.
I don't know
They
what
asked Disney, the company.
No. Sorry. Hold on, I'm processing everything that has been happening. It's been a wild night. So Disney, the head of Disney, I can't remember his name, but I'm sure some of you will know if you've heard about this. Since Disneyland, Japan was doing so well, decided, okay, we need to build one in Europe because it was doing so successful, and he was like, okay, we gotta expand. We'll do a theme park called a Euro Disney, and decided to build it in Paris. And Paris, the people of France did not like that idea.
Really?
Yeah, they were against it. They were like, people were protesting it. They're like, we don't want anything to do with Disney, obviously, because, you know, it's a corrupt and they only want money. And they were like, no, we do not want this to be built. So they ended up building Disneyland, but they changed the name to Disneyland Paris. And
yeah.
no, sorry. He's showing me memes and I'm getting distracted.
Oh, hell yeah.
Put your phone away.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, they did the construction of the Disneyland Paris, or Euro Disney. I think it was Euro Disney at the time. And obviously people did not show up when it first opened as they anticipated. They anticipated more people to come, but less people came. And on top of all that, the park was very small. It only had a few rides. I think it had Pirates of the Caribbean at the time, a couple more well-known rides, but it didn't have Space Mountain. And it was doing very bad. And the company had to take that loss, but decided, okay, this is what we're going to do to bring more people in. We're going to update the park and put in Space Mountain. But they didn't call it Space Mountain at the time. So they built this amazing Space Mountain. I'm just going to call it Space Mountain because it's obviously Space Mountain now. Which is the best Space Mountain to ever be built. So then it brought in a lot of people, but still a lot of people do not like that park. It is, my mom says it's very small, she's been, but I still would like to go, you know.
Read that Space Mountain.
Yeah, apparently it's the best. Apparently it's been changed though, so it's not quite the best, sorry. But
the thing of Paris is that they hate everything new.
Some people say they should have built it somewhere else instead of Paris, you know, and they didn't want it anyways. So.
Well, and the thing that's stupid is like the Eiffel Tower. The people of France fucking hated it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a staple for the country now. But when it was built, they were like, this fucking sucks. Tear it down. And they almost did.
And they really didn't like the idea of Disney kind of like coming in and taking, like, you know, Mickey Mouse and putting him in giving him a baguette and
a beret.
And a beret. You know,
little mustache, little Mickey boy.
But one of the most successful parks that Disney has is Disneyland Japan.
Yeah.
So
Japanese people are awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest parks and one of the best parks.
Well, Japan loves everything cute. Mickey Mouse is definitely in that cute spectrum.
Yeah,
so.
I love Japan. It's amazing.
Japan's pretty sick.
But yeah, I leave for Europe and tomorrow's my last day.
Yeah. That'll be super sick.
Yeah, super sick.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be depressed
sorry,
when
not
you're
gonna
gone.
miss me. No,
it's gonna be. I'm really happy for you. Like when I went to Europe, you were patient. I was gone for a whole 27 days. You're only gonna be gone for 10. And I'm gonna save a lot of money though, because you're gonna come back. I'm gonna be like emaciated in my underwear, half dying on the floor because I haven't eaten and just played like PUBG and Fortnite until my fingers started bleeding.
Yeah, I'm excited. Definitely am. I'm kind of nervous just because when you go on a big trip and then after it's done, you come home to a bunch of responsibilities you put off because you're like, well, I have to get ready for the trip. And then also you don't have anything to look forward to anymore. So yeah, I'm like, I have so much to do. Like, it's crazy, but
we'll have a podcast when we get back because I'm also going to be in Utah for a weekend. My family does a trip to Utah every single year where we go rock climbing, hiking in all the canyons. It's super, super cool. So we'll definitely have some stories to tell when we get back and get done. you'll have Europe. I'll have obviously Utah and my drives and fun stuff. It'll be fun. I can't wait to hear all your stories when you get back. It's gonna be awesome. I remember when you left for Tokyo, and man, I was so jealous. I love Japan. I want to go so bad.
Yeah, I want to go back. There's so much. I don't know if I've already said this in the podcast or not, but there's so much I still have yet to see there.
Yeah.
But this is a pretty chill podcast.
Just us talking about stuff.
Yeah, just because we've been pretty busy lately.
Yeah.
Actually, like me getting ready for my trip. Dylan's been dealing with a whole bunch of stuff.
Work and playing on the Switch.
Yeah, playing a lot of Animal Crossing. Dylan's been playing a lot of Fortnite and Skyrim and all the fun games.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been pretty like occupied, so we haven't really found a topic for this lovely Friday.
Just random stuff. So
yeah.
Hey, well, we hope you enjoy it, and like I definitely enjoyed recording
and hopefully the next few podcasts should have some interesting things in there.
I really hope we get more people like watching. Like I really do wish that people would give us comments and just really that's all I care about is comments, because I really want to hear about what people want to see, because we don't really get anything. We get a couple of views, obviously, which all podcasts do when they start off, or videos or YouTube channels.
And if you do like this podcast, definitely share it with your friends and show your mom.
Show your mom specifically, not your dad. Show your mom.
Show your mom. She'd love this podcast. Share it around.
Vacant Hour Podcast loves moms.
Yeah, I mean, she'd appreciate it. She likes listening to stuff while doing her makeup or going to work.
Yeah. She
doesn't want to listen to your complaining.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Move out of the house already.
You're 35.
No. Yeah, hopefully more people will listen, and if you do like this podcast, it helps a lot if you share it around with your friends.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, retweet
This is why we do it, for you guys, to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
We're lonely.
Yeah, you're calling our viewers lonely.
I'm lonely.
If you enjoy, definitely check us out on Twitter, retweet all of our tweets. I tweet some memes and stuff. Obviously
Should we
the videos.
share our personal Twitters?
Yeah, if you want, like you can.
My personal Twitter is at theradvan, TheRadVan, at theradvan. If you want to follow me, I post a lot of good stuff, and yeah.
My personal Twitter is Dylann (dead parents) Myzik.
This is the at. You have to tell me.
At Myzik Dylann, MySykDylann. If you want to follow us there.
Yeah, and also follow the podcast. It's Our Vacant.
Yeah, it's at Our Vacant. Please give us a follow. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, and let us know what you would like to hear next. Let us know if you're enjoying the podcast. Let us know what we could do better.
Tell us that we suck ass. Whatever you want to do.
Tell us you unsubscribed and you didn't even subscribe in the first place.
We hit -1 subscribers. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we're
Maybe
gonna let
block us on Twitter.
Yeah, block us on Twitter. Fuck, don't do that.
Block us on Twitter.
Well, thank you so much for listening. We both hope you enjoyed, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.